Hi, here I would like to discuss two useful strategies to understand the meaning of new or unfamiliar words. This is something that happens to learners of a foreign or second language and even to native speakers of that language. If we have a dictionary, whether a printed book or an online app, we can always look up the meaning of the new or unfamiliar word. But what happens if that word has more than one possible meanings? Let's see some examples.
To illustrate this strategy, we have put the word cut in the context of the sentence, "They cut the piano in one session." Possible meaning one in the dictionary is to reduce the amount of something, like in the sentence, "You need to cut the amount of sugar in your diet." But it doesn't look like the correct meaning, so let's take a look at another possibility. Number two, divide something with a knife, scissors, etc., or to separate something from its main part. Like in the sentence, "Do you want me to cut the cake?" But this doesn't sound like something we want to do with our piano. So let's consider a final example. Possible meaning number 15 in the dictionary refers to music, and it reads, "To produce a CD, song, etc. for people to buy." As an example, the band cut their first album in 2001. And this is definitely the correct meaning of cut in the context of this sentence. Again, when we are trying to look up an unfamiliar word in a dictionary, but see that there are many possible meanings, we have to put each of them in the context of the sentence we came across. In this example, we saw that the appropriate meaning was not one or two, but 15. To produce a CD, song, etc., like in Lady Gaga cut the piano in one recording session.
Now you may be wondering, what do I do if I don't have a dictionary at hand?
The first example we will use to illustrate guessing the meaning of a word is the sentence, "The snake slithered through the grass." See that the new or unfamiliar word slither has been highlighted. Since we don't have a dictionary at hand, what we need to do is picture in our minds a snake and some grass. This word looks like some kind of action or movement, and there might be some expressions that we already know, such as passed quietly, moved stealthily, glided, or sneaked. Obviously, any of these words may take the place of slither, and therefore we've guessed the approximate meaning of this unfamiliar word. Our second example reads, "Unlike her gregarious sister, Jane is a shy, unsociable person who does not like to go to parties or to make new friends." Looking at this word in the context of the sentence, we have Jane and her sister, and therefore we picture some girls in our minds. But we can also see the word unlike, which means that Jane is not like her sister, and therefore Jane's sister is probably sociable, outgoing, fun, extrovert, and affable. Our last example is the sentence, "After the accident, the ship went down so fast that we weren't able to salvage any of our personal belongings." Again, we do not have a dictionary at hand, so we have to picture in our minds a ship going down fast like the Titanic, and that salvage has to do with personal belongings and an accident. So it could probably mean recover, save, glean, reclaim, and get. As we can see, any of these words can explain the meaning of salvage.
As you can see, in both cases, whether we have a dictionary or not, we will need to look at the context of the whole sentence. That way, we can determine which, among several possible meanings, is the one that really makes sense. I hope you find these strategies or tips very useful in the future whenever you come across new or unfamiliar words.